let's decoupage this rolling pin and this cutting board. So firstly, I painted both of them with white paint. I painted them twice and let it dry between each layer. Then I chose this cute custom printed gingerbread theme rice paper, which I had in my stash, and then I just glued it onto the cutting board with decoupage glue, of course, making sure there is no excess of the glue because it will dry out white, not clear. And the same process was also on the rolling pin, which I just chose these two cute gingerbread. The one on the left, isn't that cute in his cup, sitting in his cup? Okay, so good amount of decoupage glue, and then I went from inside out and also a little bit of decoupage glue onto the rolling pin itself. And of course then I let it dry, and I also glue one on the other side, only one in the middle because two wouldn't fit on this rolling pin, so I just only glue one in the middle of the rolling pin. And then of course let it dry again, and on the other side of my cutting board I just glue this rice paper. This one is also custom printed. I have the clip art from Etsy, I mean also the gingerbread one and this one as well. Okay, here you have to put a good amount of decoupage glue, making sure there are no bubbles. So I applied a little bit of pressure here, so making sure there is no excess. So it took me a little bit more time than usual, or you can use the iron method if you want to. And then I took off the excess of the rice paper with sanding paper, and now onto the front of my cutting board, which I using this modeling paste and this nice stencil from Stamperia, which I applied on the cutting board on the top and on the bottom of my cutting board, and then I let the whole thing dry. Of course here the excess putting away. And now it's time for painting and little bit of blending and such. And for this I am using acrylic paints, and firstly I painted it with, I think it was ivory acrylic paint, I am not sure, something in that. So yeah, and then let it dry, and then I just, you know, paint it until I was somehow satisfied. So I'm just painting until I like the outcome, and then I let, of course, everything dry. And if you enjoy watching this kind of videos, please do subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, please do give me a nice comment or thumbs up. It means a lot to me, and it helps me grow, and it shows me that you guys like this kind of videos. So here you can see I'm using double and alternating gray paint with ivory paint as well, a little bit of shading and such. And now here is a little bit of shading as well with small brush and my fingers, because this is the way I'm doing it. Of course somebody can do it only with the brush. I cannot. I need my fingers for this. And here I am putting red dots, which are the berries, on my stencil, which I put on. So I choose, or better I used a wooden pick for this, no brush, just wooden pick. And now I am just painting, as you can see here, the leaves of my holly. So this is, I'm using a small tiny brush for this, and I did it all the way around. And now on my rolling pin I am applying dots with small brush, a little bit of paint and water, and I went all the way around, and the same way I did on my cutting board. And now the handles of my rolling pin I painted with green paint. I painted it twice for nice coverage, and of course let it dry. And after this was dry, I decided to put stencil on it as well. Sorry guys, I completely forgot to take the to make the video of it. And now my trusted glitter decoupage glue, which I applied of both of them and let it dry. As you can see here, the same, applying my trusted decoupage glue, making sure again no excess because it will dry out white, not clear. And then it's time for sealing, and I'm using this pouring glaze, and of course you can use varnish as well, but pouring glaze give it a nice shiny look, and the more you put, the shinier it becomes. But make sure it is dry between each layer. So I think I applied up to 4 of these, so it makes sure it's sealed, but make sure it's only for decorative use, of course. And the handles I painted, oh sorry, I sealed with matte varnish because I didn't want it to be so shiny. So I just seal it with that, and the same way I did on my other side of my cutting board. As you can see on top, I painted the leaves and the berries as well, the best way I could. It's not perfect, but it's the way I, well, can paint. And here they are all finished. A cute Christmas gift idea for somebody who likes to bake, or a nice kitchen decor. So I do hope you did enjoy watching this video. And well, see here, I could not put it. Not put it. So until next time, bye.